But champ, you say that you don't believe Kevin Stefanski is sabotaging Shedeur Sanders, but you're not giving him a chance either. That is fair to say, champ, because when you're consistently relying the football, it's one thing to rely on running the football if you're trying to milk the clock. If you have a lead, but when you're trailing and when you want to try to slow down the clock, champ, it's incumbent upon you to at least try to throw the football a little bit more. And I don't see that with Kevin Stefanski with the play calling. I don't see him giving Shedeur Sanders enough of a chance. Whether you believe in Shedeur Sanders or not, at the end of the day, you still want to give him a chance. You still want to give him at least an opportunity. And I think that's fair to say with Kevin Stefanski. Whether you believe Shedeur Sanders is not the guy or not, champ. We don't know. I mean, to me, it seems like he's not Shedeur. To me, Shedeur Sanders is not Kevin Stefanski's cup of tea. And we did see the game in which they beat the Raiders last week when Shedeur Sanders debuted. He didn't even get the game ball, despite the fact he became the first Browns quarterback to win a debut game compared to all the other quarterbacks. But okay, fine. But in this particular game against the 49ers, this could have been a good test for at least Shedeur Sanders to at least try to give him an opportunity to win. And by you constantly running the football, even though that is your expertise in terms of the Cleveland Browns offense, you gotta at least try to do something unconventional and try to throw the football. You see, champ, you see how different it is, because with other teams, it's kind of like what you say with Buffalo. You constantly lament on them not handing the ball off to James Cook. Stop heavily relying on Josh Allen to use his arm and legs. Well, Cleveland, Kevin Stefanski, and you are a two-time coach of the year. You've known for running the football from your days in Minnesota and from Cleveland your first year with Baker Mayfield. If you know you're trailing, and if you want to put yourself in a position to win, why not throw the football?
In the great words of Coach O'Ryan off of the Mighty Ducks 3, you cannot be afraid to lose. And if he makes and look, I'm going to just be real. If he makes a mistake, so what? Because I believe two things can be true. You're not helping the team by running the football with 7 minutes left to go, and you know that you have a quarterback capable of getting the ball down the field. But, you saw it. You've seen it. So, I'm going to just be real. I don't believe in that conspiracy theory. However, it's kind of questionable when you're running the ball and you have a chance to come back.
It does make you wonder, champ.
It does make you wonder. Like I said, I'm just going to be real. I try not to be that guy. It's a conspiracy. I try not to be that guy. I try to keep it textbook sports. But if you're not going all out to try, you play at the end of the day, in the great words of Herm Edwards, you play to win the game. Play to win the game. So if you're running the ball with 7 minutes to freaking go, and hey, look, and if you're trying to protect him a little bit too much, hell, allow him to make the mistakes. Look, as a teacher, you're not only just a coach, you're a teacher. Sometimes you got to let your students learn from their mistakes. If he throws an interception or two, guess what? Hey, let him have at it.